Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Mr. Marty Rathbun. I'm the former number two in the Church of Scientology, folks. I was under Dave Miscavige in the church for over 33 years. I was the inspector general for the whole Church of Scientology. Okay, and I left the church on my own free will in 1982, 1987, 1993, 2004, and most recently in 2013. Okay, and I was criticized for that. And, every time I did, Mr. Dave Miscavige begged me to come back, and I did until this last time. Now he's sick of me. He says he doesn't want me anywhere near or around church properties. He doesn't want me snooping around. And folks, this is after I did a lot of good for him. I consider myself a personal friend. Hey, sir, great to have you here. How you doing tonight? I consider myself a personal friend of Dave Miscavige until he turned on me. He used me and abused me for everything that he wanted. I got the tax exempt status. He took the credit. Okay, I had Pat Broker followed for 25 years, even in the Czech Republic. And this is the thanks I get. Okay, we're doing all the dirty work. Okay, and then being successful at it. Hey, Laura, thanks for coming. Thanks, I'm good, sir. Too. Thanks, guys. And this is the thanks I get. Okay, and I had to cover for Rinder. Rinder was usually hiding under his desk. Rinder was hate to talk bad about him, but I did most of his work. He was he couldn't do much, folks. Um, he told Dave Miscavige he would do something, and then he would forget about it, and I had to come to the rescue at the last minute, of course. And that's just Mike Rinder in a nutshell. Okay, he's always daydreaming. Okay, and folks, I decided I will be running for city council. Okay, and I will be increasing the gas tax 50 cents a gallon, folks. And we have to do this because the city is bankrupt. Okay, and this is just the beginning, folks. We're gonna make a lot of changes in the city. Okay, city of Clearwater. I think I'm the best man for the job. I think I'm the only man for the job. No one else is capable, just like no one else is capable of running that church, folks. And I thought I did a good job, and it was pretty good until one day when it wasn't, and that was when I had to leave for the final time. And just wasn't supposed to be like this, folks. Okay, and as we discussed in previous broadcasts, we don't have to beat it to death, but I haven't been getting the respect at home. Okay, no respect when I go out in the town. I get booed, I get hissed at. Okay, and I don't think it's appropriate for people to acting like that. Okay, so I don't know who's been talking to who, but I will be drilling down, getting to the bottom of that. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for your vote. Thank you for your confidence. See, now Laura knows a good man when she sees one. Hey, Dusty, thanks for joining us. And like I said, I have to run for city council because no one else is capable. Okay, no one else has my foresight to raise the gas tax. Okay, and that's it, folks. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? We're not going to be on too long because we're trying to come on every day for a little bit, get things done, get the house in order, and like I said, I got to talk to Rinder. I got to get him to. I got to fix his wagon, folks. I got to fix Rinder's wagon, and I'm gonna ask for and demand that he does a public public apology for all of his crimes, folks. All right, because Roger, his job in Scientology, his job was to destroy people, and my job was to be a good guy. It was good. Um, yeah, sir, your live was good. I seen a few minutes of it. I was at work earlier, so I try to watch all the SPTV channels, especially the great people like Dusty and Sir and Laura. Every channel, folks. We all support each other. We all grow, folks. And I think everyone in this chat supports each other. Because I, Marty Rathbun, command it and demand it. Okay? So, so Laura, it's a good question. Okay. What good did I, Marty Rathbun, do? Well, I thought it was a good move when I knocked out Mark Headley. Am I right, folks? That was a good move. He needed it. He needed a little 1-2. You know what I mean? And thank you, Laura. So to do things like that when someone's not fessing up, not many people are. See, because I'm a real man, and it takes a real man to knock another man out, okay? I don't even mind knocking a woman out, folks, all right? If she's got it coming, if she's not doing the cooking or cleaning, then so be it, all right? And that's just the way it is, because my name is Marty Rathbun, former number 2 man. I'm working on being the number 1 man. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some sacrifice on everyone's part, including but not limited to the viewers. All right, we're going to be sacrificing sleep. We're going to be sacrificing sleep. We're going to be paying more for taxes, and that's the way it should be. When I take over, we're going to have more of a. And folks, we're bringing back communism. Okay, people think it's negative. It's not negative. It's a good thing. Okay, so communism is about sharing. Okay? And if you don't like sharing, you lost me, folks. Okay? Now, Dusty has a good question. Dusty Soda Fountain. By the way, whenever I see that name, I immediately want to drink some pop. We call it pop up here in the north. Some people call it soda. So, with that being said, I already forgot the question. Okay. So Dusty asks Marty, that's me. Okay. Marty, tell me about this Clearwater Chad fella. Clearwater Chad is a confirmed criminal. He's also a bum and a bottom feeder. Everything Clearwater Chad says is F-rated. That means Clearwater Chad is a fake, false, fraud, failing, flunky, floozy. I don't believe anything he says. You don't believe anything he says. I don't believe it. You don't believe it. I don't see it. You don't see it. Be it he it, me it, it. That's what I think of Clearwater Chad. You guys got the junkyard dog going. Yeah, all right. So we got the blood going. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here talking about taking over the world, and you guys are worried about some bum named Clearwater Chad. That's the last time I want to hear that bottom feeder pencil neck's name in one of my chats, folks. So, hope there's no more questions like that, folks. All right, now let's talk about some good things. Let's talk about some of the good things I did about getting the. Sorry, Dusty. But let's talk about. I want to talk about some of the good things I did in the church, like getting the tax exempt status, even though David took credit for that, folks. And I hear you, sir. I hear you. But, you guys know I'm right. All right. You guys approve of the gas tax. Thank you in advance for that. And you guys approve Marty Rathbun. That's me. You guys approve my 8 p.m. curfew, my 5 a.m. wake up call, my one size fits all uniforms when I'm elected city councilman. we're going to be making those changes. And thanks, Laura. Marty doesn't approve, but I appreciate it. And that's just the way it's going to be, folks. You can't please everyone. I don't even try. Okay? My way is the only way. Okay? And people have used me my whole life. Okay? I was used in the church. I was used when I left the church. Okay? By the media. I was used by the film industry, Hollywood. Okay? I was used by, and you get sick of being a punching bag, folks. Okay? And I left that church the last time. Last time in 2013, I had enough. Okay? I called my mom. I told her what was going on. My mom said I didn't have to be Dave Miscavige's punching bag, so I left. I think we can conclude immediately that John Poe's a good guy. I, Marty Rathbun, think he's a good guy. And he's pretty neutral in all this stuff. And hopefully he has me, Marty Rathbun, on his show someday. He's got a good show. And no, we can't say the same about Render, can we? And I hope there's no Mike Render fans in the chat. Okay? Because what he did in the church, he knew about those abuses. Okay? I have documentary proof that Mike Render knew about abuses in the church. Okay? He covered him up. He's not a good guy. I'm a good guy. I got one of the good guy awards from the Clearwater City Council, and they said I was a good guy, and that proves it. So, that's where we're at with that. That's where we stand. I have values, folks. We're not going to take 5 years to solve a 5-minute problem when you have Mr. Marty Rathbun at your service. Okay? And we're going to address our problems head on. Okay? And we're not talking about, this isn't difficult stuff. We're talking about budgets. We're talking about the church. And we're not talking about our ancestors, our forefathers had it hard. Okay? They had, talking about heading west in a covered wagon, okay? Or fighting the Revolutionary War. These are just simple problems compared to that. Yes, Laura, I will run for mayor of Clearwater next election, and I will win. And that's when we're going to be making some major operational changes. And I have to work on my campaign a little more. We know the cornerstones of the campaign, folks. We know about the 50-cent gallon gasoline tax minimum. We're going to be raising $1. We're going to be raising it to $1 if there's any pushback on the 50 cents, folks. We know about the 5 a.m. wake-up call. And the 8 p.m. curfew. One-size-fits-all uniforms. And that's just a start. We could make this work. And, we look at the politicians of now. They're all wishy-washy. They can't make a decision. And I can't talk about what I will or will not do, Laura, as you knew, and approve. But I think we can conclude immediately that I will win because I'm a success. I'm the most important man in America, probably the whole country, or probably the whole world, folks. And I was the number 2 man in the whole Church of Scientology. Okay? And since I left the church, The church doesn't even have inspector general anymore. That's how valuable of a man I am. Okay, so what I say stands. What I, Marty Rathbun, says is gospel. Okay, so no one's allowed to question me. Okay, and what I say goes. Uh, you know, until you can get someone to speak better than me, okay? Until we can get someone to make more sense than me, okay? What I say stands, okay? And now I want to switch gears, folks. Now I want to talk about my marriage. It's no secret that Monique, Mosey, and I are going through tough times, okay? And, I don't want to be a broken record, but she refuses to be a good wife. We'll leave it at that. And I'm just sick of it. So, we're going to be interviewing, for new wives since, and like Laura knows that she's not capable of being a good wife. She's not capable of scrubbing the floors on her hands and knees. She's not capable of raising the babies. She's not capable of peeling the potatoes, scrubbing the carrots, washing the lettuce, and she can't even or won't even draw my bath. Okay, so these are all things that she promised to honor and or obey her man, and now she's not. She's distancing herself from that. Okay, I don't think that's acceptable, considering how powerful of a man I am. If I was just some regular guy or half a guy like Render or Levin Smith, and then basically you talk about Render and Levin Smith. Between the two of them, you don't have a decent guy. You don't got a good guy between the two of them. You put the two of them together, you still don't have a good guy. So with me, you have a good guy, which is one guy. So I don't accept the fact that I don't get treated the way I should. Okay, so that's something that I don't even want to talk about. So we'll talk about something else. Okay. And I know, right, Laura? You don't have between the two of them. You don't have a good guy. You don't. You need. You think between the two of them you can get a good seed. A good seed. See, I'm a good seed. You got to start with a good seed. A good seed. You know what I mean? I'll knock him out. I will knock 11 right out, just like I knocked out Mark Headley. He didn't know what hit him, folks. And he's a big guy. My wrist hurt after that. Hurt, just like I said in that documentary. But Louis Theroux, jumble up my words, and I don't appreciate that guy. I don't trust people from London. Okay, so welcome Psych on the Rocks, and we can't trust. And I've been trying to give Render advice. I told him to go back to Australia or London. He likes London. Told him hang out there if he's not capable of a decent apology, and he just moans and groans and said blah blah blah. I have family out here in Clearwater. I can't. I have obligations. I can't go to London right now, and he needs to take a good vacation. Think about his life. Think about some of the crimes he committed. Okay, and now this is the thing. It was barely a year ago that Render and Levin Smith were best buds, and now this happened. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to take that they were, they were going on every night together live, and everything was jokes and laughs, and this is quite the difference from that, folks. Getting tired. How about you guys? You guys tired? Oh. Ooh. Yeah, Marty's a good guy, folks. That's me. Well, there never used to be a sandcastle at the sandcastle. David said I'm not allowed anywhere near the properties, folks, so I can't go in and see if there's still one. Okay, but ooh, yeah, I'm tired too, folks. I've been trying to go on every night to get some practice with these lives and having a lot of fun, but it's hard after work, you know. Um, it's 1:03 a.m. in Clearwater, Buffalo. So I think we're gonna call it a night. Like I said, I just want to go on 10 or 20 minutes a night just to get some practice and get things down, folks. If that's okay with you guys. And thank you, though. I appreciate it. You guys have all been here every night, pretty much. Must be a pretty good time for you guys. I believe everyone has been here pretty much. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. You guys are great too. Yeah, so you guys, a lot of you guys live out in, well, Dusty lives out in Clearwater, so it's 1:03 a.m. for him, but I'm assuming you guys, a lot of you guys live out in California where it's probably around 10 or 11. Yeah. That's not that late. 1 a.m. is late for me since I'm getting old here. Oh, yeah, I figured so because of the time. Um, yeah, 10. All right, that's not terrible. Um, oh, what time is it for you, Laura? I forgot. I think you said you're maybe 1 hour different than me. It's like on the rocks is 11. That's not too bad. It's getting late, though. Toronto seems like a fun town. I see Toronto a lot from the. Oh, okay, 107. Okay, I should have known. I see Toronto from the American side of the falls as close as I can get to it. Except for last year, I had a meeting. I do union work. I had a meeting in Niagara Falls, and I accidentally drove through to Canada because I think there's two different bridges. The one I took, I didn't think it was I thought it was just a regular bridge, and it was like a bridge to get to Canada, and there's no like turning back, you know. At least I didn't think there was. So they're asking me about my business in Canada. I'm like, I'm not going to Canada. I'm just going to a meeting in the falls here. And, you know, they made me drive through. I just went through and came right back. When you do that, they still ask you what business you were doing in Canada. I'm like, I just drove through by accident and I'm coming back. But, yeah, I like Canada though. I went to Canada when I was a kid, you know, Shirkston with the family. So I like Canada, but now you know I have to get one of those enhanced licenses. I'm too cheap to spend the $20 or $30 extra to get one, but I want to get one because it's right there. So why not go? Um, but I think I'm gonna go to bed, folks. I gotta get up early, get to work. Hope everyone has a great night and a great morning, and I appreciate you bearing with me. Thanks, everyone. I had fun. Good night, sir. Good night, Laura. Good night, everyone. Good night, Psych. Good night, Dusty. Thanks again, everyone.